What's up, guys? Lane Molinax here with y'all with another video. So today we are gonna be talking about what happened during my wreck that happened the first of the year of 2022. I am pretty sure. So let's get started. Alright. So one day I wake up any regular day. And then at this time I was going to a private school, so I was a little nerdy, and I'm pretty sure everybody got a little nerdiness in them, which that's fine. But so let's get to the point. So I wake up, normal day, normal everything. We'll get out of bed, get ready for the day. Then I'll go in the living room, sat down, talking with my grandmother and my dad. And my dad and I we had a day planned out, and we were gonna go all the way to this abandoned forestry tower that I've not been to ever since I was born. And so we decided to do that day. And so me and my dad set off to go to that forestry tower. And then we were getting halfway there, and then we got to the forestry tower after a few hours or so. And then after that we started heading back. We were heading back on the main highway, and I was driving my old four-wheeler now. And I don't know if y'all knew this, but my dad ain't got a thumb, and that old four-wheeler that I had, I'll put some pictures up in here somewhere. But that old four-wheeler that I had, my dad lost his right thumb on it, so he ain't got a right thumb, but he can still drive four-wheelers and all that. It's just very hard for him. He has to do it like this. But so we're gonna get back. So let me get back to the point. So we went to the forestry tower, and we made it there at this point. And so we were starting to head back, and we were on the highway, and I had a little Recon 250, and we had this Fuller that I got right here, as y'all know, Can-Am. And I do have my Honda. It is in the shop right now, because if y'all want to go see what happened, go check my TikTok. But the rear end's right here. I stripped it right there. I bet y'all never seen something like this, but I blew the axle in a solid axle Honda Foreman 520. So if Honda ever needs somebody to ever push their foolers to the limits and needs somebody just to test them, their durability and all that, Honda, hit me up. But so it was just a regular day. We were out on the highway trying to get back to the house. And once we got on the dirt road, I got halfway in to the dirt road, and my Recon had no radiator on it, so it always shut off when it got really, really hot. And I was like, okay, because it's always done that all my life. It always has. And so I didn't think anything of it. And so luckily me and my dad had a tow rope. And so we waited a few minutes. He started pulling me up the hill. And then I turned my key over just to see if my Honda wanted to run. And it turned over. It ran. And then after that, we unhooked everything off the Can-Am. I still had the rope connected to the back and all that. And so I had the rope. I was sitting on the rope. And I was sitting on the rope. And then I saw a little bit of it falling off. So I got off my four-wheeler to pick up that little rope that was falling off on the ground while I was driving. I picked it up, and then after that, all I remember was just blacking out. And then I remember the whole time I was seeing a white. It was just white. But I knew who it was. I knew who it was. And y'all don't need to be questioning Y'all don't need to be questioning about people's life with God and all that at all, because really, I've never really put this story out on social media, and this is gonna be a, I don't really know, but I just want y'all to know that if y'all are having doubts about God, don't doubt him. Don't ever doubt him. Don't ever doubt him at all. Because I remember him saying to me, I remember I looked at him, and then I was looking at him, and I said, I wanted to be up here with you. And then he said, no, you gotta finish. And then I was like, but I want to stay up here with you. He was like, no, it's not your time yet. And then next thing you know, I had a flashback to when I was 8 years old, when I had elbow surgery on my elbow. I ain't got no elbow. And then I remember waking up in the hospital thinking it was the next day. And turns out that I had a Fuller accident. I didn't know. I cracked my skull. I was on a ventilator. Or I wasn't on I was not on a ventilator. I was, when they had I was incubated because I had vomit getting down into here, and if they didn't incubate me, there was a slight chance that I was gonna die. And then once I got to the hospital, they went up to my parents and they said, your son's lucky to be alive. He would have never made it. He would have never made it. No kid would have never made it out of that alive. But he did. Because the doctors thought I was supposed to be dead. But no, I wasn't. I was not. And I'm to be honest, them encounters with God, looking back at it now, it's really scary. It's really scary. Because I know it says in the Bible you should be scared of the Lord, and you should. Because I was really, really scared. Because I knew where I was at that point in time. I did know where I was at that point in time. Oh gosh. But but another thing was too, when I blacked out, I remember walking this endless, it was like a white room, but it never ended. And I remember walking until I stopped. And then I heard something, and I heard God talking to me. And I was scared. I really was. And I was really scared. That's all really I know what to say. But y'all don't, if y'all ever have doubts about God, go open up a Bible. Go open up a Bible. Because after looking back at that, for me, knowing my past tense now, I shouldn't have done the things that I've done in my past tense. And they weren't the brightest at all. No one ain't the brightest at all. No one is at all. Because if you really think of it long and hard, we're all thinking the same way, but in a different way. You know what I mean? But yeah. So that's it for y'all. I've been meaning to post this, and I know y'all probably been wanting to know the full story for the longest time. I don't know. But I really do pray this hits a lot of people, and I really do pray that they will second think about their doubts about God. And I pray that everybody that's going to watch this video, I pray that y'all will get closer to God so y'all can be up in heaven when y'all die one day. Shout out to all of y'all and everything, and all of y'all support on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, everything. There's a lot of support, especially on TikTok. But yeah, that's the story about Lame On Axis Fuller Rick. And yeah, so I'll see y'all in the next video. See you guys.